Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Cook with another edition of Eastlake Plus, a positive podcast experience. Tonight is a very emotional episode because I'm introducing one of my most amazing, favorite human beings I've ever come across. I've been so fortunate in my last 4 years to have worked with her in some capacity. Actually, 5 years when I think about it. Yes, 5 years in some capacity as a parent leader on our campus. I just adore her and appreciate everything she's done for our school. So I think many of you already know her. So it's my honor. It's my pleasure to introduce to everyone here the amazing, the most giving human being you'll ever meet. This is Katya Kalan.
Hello, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Cook. It's my pleasure being here. And thank you for having me over.
It's always a good time to see you. And I wanted just to let you know that we've already put in adoption papers so you can adopt more kids, so you can still be a part of the PTSA legally, because we know your son just graduated, and so that kind of gets you a little bit out of the PTSA world. But we know that you're going to always stay involved here.
Absolutely. Where can I sign?
So, Katya, could you, walk us through, why did you get involved with the PTSA? How did it become a calling for you?
Well, I've been involved since my son was in preschool, and I always thought that it was very important to be involved as a parent, to know what's happening in the world, to meet the teachers, to meet the staff. And I think so by being involved, you just, you discover a new world, because, there's so many things that even you just don't know. And, you learn with them, you walk with them. And, I think so it's very important, the parent involvement, more at the school, I will say like middle school, high school level, because it's a completely different world, if there's foreign parents like me that I didn't go to school here. So I think so it's, really good to stay involved, because that way you learn so many things. Like, for instance, when I walk here and then just tell me the A through G, I didn't even know what was the A through G. So, that's what we started to get involved with the schools, because, I was learning with them, so I could just guide them and just be kind of like a mentor for them. So that's what, I like to stay involved, and I encourage a lot of, the parents also to, to be part of it, so they can learn together, and you can just, learn what's happening in the school, and you can also, meet the staff and, all the staff that is wonderful, teachers, and principal like you, everybody, the community, just to build that community. It's just been fabulous.
Katya, as I described earlier here, that you're just such a giving human being and person. Could you, describe for us, when you got into the PTSA, how did it become something more than just bringing in parents to be involved? Because you've taken it in a whole new direction. I've never seen this. So what were some of like your vision or your ideas when you started taking on more of these leadership roles?
Well, I, like you guys seen us together, my sister, she's always, been, my other half. I'm part of, what I do.
Give a shout out to Danya Avalos as well. She's amazing. Yes.
And the whole team, we have a wonderful team. And when we took over, she's the one that brought me in. Even when she didn't even have students here at the school, she's like, I want to get into the high school, because it's a large school, and it's, there's so many, students, so many things that you can learn. So she's like, she started volunteering, before her son started. So then I started volunteering with her, and then we both started volunteering, and then we still start learning, and, there's just, we started, just, thinking like, what else that we can do for the school? What else is there? What does the teachers need that we can help as a PTSA? So just starting to fill in all the gaps and all the, different, like, for example, we started to see Titan buddies, like, well, let's just, get in touch with them to see what are the needs, so we can, feel them welcome as a PTSA, because it's a parent, teacher, student association. So it was, great to just start getting to know everybody, as well as, like the students as well. That's what we just decided, like, let's do an Instagram, because just right now all the students, go through the Instagram. So we started, doing the Instagram. So a lot of, students and, starting approaching, so that was really good. And that's what we're always trying to reinvent the wheel and see what can we help? What can we do? So the parents can feel welcome and start being involved. So that's our goal. And that was always our goal.
And I couldn't agree more. And I think all the things that you did in your leadership role led to so many more people wanting to be involved. And you created so many great memories. I always think one of my favorite memories is always going to be about all the great things you did for the kids and the teachers. But when you stepped in and your group did, grad night, I just said, this is a group that just goes above and beyond. So, as we come to the conclusion of this podcast, can you tell me a little bit about like some of your fond memories that you're going to always treasure and cherish?
Well, we had so many memories that, was looking through those pictures that, starting from middle school when we used to be with you, and going through the pictures, like, we had like memories with the students, the drive-through graduation that we had, unfortunately through COVID, that we had to put something together. And there is just so many memorable things that, teachers gathering, teachers grants, students, just seeing their faces when, we'll give them like a grant, the grad night, my sister worked really hard, and that was just so incredible to be able to do it and seeing all the students going, this year after COVID. That was just like priceless. So
yes.
We were like just so thrilled, and our heart is here, and we just could never say goodbye. And and when our my son, like you said, graduated, my sister's son graduated 2 years ago, and she stayed involved. So, thinking when it was the last day of school, like, what are we going to do next? So, we just started like brainstorming. It's like, we'll have to take this, now, and continue helping. So we have plans. So you can't get rid of us.
You have a great legacy. As I said before, we've already lined up students that you're going to adopt, so you can stay forever involved with Eastlake community. I think if I had a chance to speak on behalf of our community, I know everybody says the same thing, that your connections to the community, your ability to bring people together is a gift that's truly appreciated. And we can never thank you enough, Katia. And I know when the opportunity comes, we can't wait to invite you. We have a special gift for you, and Danya, for all the work you've done there. You are, without a doubt, one of my favorite people. And it was very, very sad to hear. I said, what do you mean she's not going to be here? But let's end this here tonight by just telling us a little bit about, maybe in a minute or less. So what's your next steps now to stay involved in the Eastlake community? I know you shared a little bit about it.
Yeah, well, we are all about community. We're going to be here in Eastlake, so we want to stay involved as much as we can, connect all the dots, and most likely, we were thinking to just stay helping, Miss Hughes in a way, and help you too, and help the school as parents, liaisons, assistants, so we can guide parents, we can bring parents together, we can, try to help them with questions that they don't know, that we learn, and we can share that experience. So, you'll see more.
Well, I know you're going to help us celebrate 30 years of greatness here
at
Eastlake High School. So
yes.
On behalf of the Eastlake Education Foundation and Eastlake Plus, a positive podcast experience, we salute you for all the great things you've done here at Eastlake. And if you're a foodie, I highly, highly recommend that you get in touch with Katia Callahan, because she knows all of the great places to eat. So again, thank you so much for being with us here tonight.
Of course. Thank you, Dr. Cook. It was my pleasure. Thank you.